Thank you for tuning in to Ace Point of View. Back with another news story for you. Now, first, let me say this also. I want to say thank you to everybody that leaves a comment. Because I know this is an opinionated channel. I bring you news stories, then I give you my opinionated point of view on it. And you got every right to express your opinionated point of view in the comments. And I appreciate y'all for doing that. And once again, this is probably going to be some touchy news, might ruffle a few feathers, and hopefully we can all respect each other and keep it moving. So anyway, it reads, officials in a Northern California city on Saturday ordered the removal of a White Lives Matter banner that was posted on city property, declaring it racist and a despicable act of vandalism. The incident happened in Union City, a city about 75,000 residents, about 20 miles south of Oakland. The city is disgusted by this despicable act of vandalism that has occurred on the heels of the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol last week. A city statement read, according to Fox 2 of the Bay Area, and on the weekend of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday that celebrates the life and achievements of this important civil rights leader. The white banner with black lettering was hung between two poles at a busy city intersection, but was taken down soon after city officials became aware of it, with the complaint filed to police. I'm going to go ahead and let you see what the California News had to say about it, and then I'm going to come back and give my point of view on it.
Saturday morning, a city worker saw a homemade banner with the words White Lives Matter hanging on city property at the busy intersection of Dyer and Smith Streets across from Union Landing Shopping Center in Union City. In a city where people of color dwarf the 25% white population, the sign touched a nerve for some.
That's not cool. That's not really appreciated. I don't understand it.
I see it's another person's opinion. That's all. That's their opinion, and a lot of things are being said to stir people up.
A White Lives Matter banner was discovered.
Ironically, the mayor heard about the banner during a virtual retreat with the Human Relations Commission, where one of the topics was concern over national divisions becoming local. The mayor says she was angered because the banner doesn't reflect the city's inclusiveness and because of the wider context.
I thought about this incident in relation to what's going on in the country recently, the insurrection at our national capital. This, to me, was an extension of that.
According to the Anti-Defamation League, the phrase White Lives Matter originated as a response to the Black Lives Matter movement. It has since been adopted by white supremacist groups. The civil rights organization, the Southern Poverty Law Center, also says the phrase is the name of a neo-Nazi hate group founded in 2015. So it's more than words that have people upset seeing a sign like this hanging in their city. It's also the timing, in the wake of recent violence and the upcoming holiday celebrating a man who devoted his life to fighting hate.
It's certainly very insensitive, again, because of the context, the insurrection at our national capital, as well as this is the weekend where we honor and celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. and his life.
Now, according to the city manager, even though this banner was on display on city property without a permit, police tell her no crime was committed and there will be no investigation.
Okay, so that's that. As we seen, there was a sign put up that says White Lives Matter. And anyone that knows the history of America, we know that white lives matter. It's been shown repeatedly throughout history. Thus the reason Black Lives Matter had to be formed due to all the police brutality, all the injustice of people being tired and trying to shine light on what's happening to black people. We all should know that. Nothing personal, it's just facts. So what's understood doesn't need to be said, which is why black people felt it was a spit in the face when we had to say all lives matter, when that's obvious. And I also didn't know that White Lives Matter actually belonged to a hate group that embraced the name White Lives Matter. So hopefully we all found out a little something on this one. And it's all about dialogue. So I bring this story to you just to hopefully, maybe, show some people that racism's still alive. We just be concealing it, as Kanye said. And my point of view is that was some ignorant shit. And I'm sure that we all won't agree on that. I think they should have looked into it because, as you heard, that was put up without a permit. If Black Lives Matter came out there and put something up without a permit, I'm sure they'd look into it and try to find out who did it.